You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single, Et puis descend, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
Why don't you know? What use are you?
You must have me confused with the Copperpedia.
Who's the Copperpedia? I think I need to talk to him.
You, sir. You are the Copperpedia.
Clap your gloved hands. Let's get in there.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
Alright.
I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes?
You're being handled. If you resist now, he will turn on his heavy-duty authority mode. You will get your chance to dig in later.
You just fill this in, right? Show him the red field autopsy form in your ledger.
That's right.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger. The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol.
Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney. Come back later, Corporal.
Try to remove the dead man's
Amuse
boots.
yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features.
I can probably do this after we've looked at
if
him, right?
possible. Also, see me.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
Begin. 1. Assistant.
That's you.
Right, Harry Dubois.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings. Just lies there. The next box says...
The coroner case number.
KK57-0803.0815. Next.
Name.
NA. Next.
Date of birth.
NA.
Age.
Roughly 50.
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Race.
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Mundi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish. The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Sex.
Fucky fucky!
Male.
Pigs can have sex!
Right, fucky.
Naively, the lieutenant does not double-check your notes.
El bigo mistako, Lieutenant!
Death. Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens
Evidence of
motionless.
treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
A strange word. Treatment.
What? Where'd I get that from? What exactly is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
How did you not
Oh,
know?
evidence of treatment, gotcha.
Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something sure-handed. Don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure.
I'm so sure didn't the footprint look like it was carried over?
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dog walkers.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed Behind Rosenkrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath.
A beast female?
We should start the post-mortem.
No, obese. Obese.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper.
A Mr.
tries
Beast
to
female,
answer
yes. Hello,
why.
Nero. External examination summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
Orbeez, the water gel bowl things? Yeah, probably.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something
The stuff you're
more
supposed
lurid.
to flush down your pipes and stuff, right?
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else.
When am I gonna get them?
Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a window of opportunity. After the lieutenant has gone to sleep. I hope this has helped you, my liege.
Omit the boots.
The boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design.
I think people shoot them at each other. Oh. That's good or bad, depending on your perspective.
Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch your corpse's hair before moving on.
The hair under your latex fingers feels cold to touch, wet.
Stroke his hair gently.
The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to the latex of the glove, like thread off a rag doll's head.
Keep petting him.
More hair sticks to the glove. Hair off the rain-soaked head of a dead man. There are bumps and dips on the skull below. An alien landscape. There, dead man. You were someone's child. It's all over now.
There, baby.
The lieutenant watches you in silence.
Write it down. Short, light brown, male, pattern
That
baldness.
was some sick shit, Sekopa.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs, consistent with stones thrown. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about?
Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation.
Write down, but I meant for high velocity.
Ligature mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife with the other hand pulling on the belt. He starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
Still wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Oh yeah, I'm prepared to pet the chain cutters. Well, the rubber-gripped cutters.
The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
Good thing we got these.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
Are you petting everything? Hey, listen, if I can, I'll pet it.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the yeast.
I'm not your pig, Kuno.
You are? You're Kuno's pig?
Concentrate on the belt, not on who is whose pig. There is no pig. There are only the chain cutters and the belt.
Alright, I mean, what am I supposed to do here, right? I can only...
You jam the cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Already they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to get a better hold. Then...
Fuckity fuck!
The lieutenant looks by, somewhat worried as you summon power words to your aid.
Cut some more.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that faggoty. Corpse fucking time.
Told you my pig was hardcore.
I should have a go first. I think I have a strategy.
Let him work.
He sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts, with his elbow to his knee for precision. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
Here.
He hands you the chain cutters back and then kneels closer to the body, running his finger along the dark red grove until he comes to a gap.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nape. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Write it down.
Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia...
You post on the man's underpants.
No! Let's get up and see!
I fucking knew it.
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Unremarkable? Inspect the genitalia.
The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood.
Makes sense.
The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch.
Doesn't look like he was enjoying his moment of death.
Ah yes, your hunch before. We can have a semen analysis requested from processing, if that's what you meant.
No, I was trying to get a psychic read.
No, you weren't, officer. That would be preposterous. Just write down that we request a semen, vaginal, and anal fluids analysis.
The corpse with his pants down does not have an opinion on the subject. All he has is genitals and a deathly odor.
Write it down, add semen sample.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
Write it
Last
down.
item, hands.
Pick up the hand.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
My name is...
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia?
It's good to hold your hand. Did you like it when I stroked your hair?
I did, Kobo. I did. Reminded me of when I was just a small boy, before this happened to my face and my body. You did me a kindness there. We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Working so close to the fumes coming from the corpse must be hard. You realize suddenly that the lieutenant has been barely keeping it together these past 2 items.
Write it down.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Internal description of injuries. Internal examination summary.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
If I may add, the moral of this story.
What would that be?
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
The brain is very vulnerable to compromises in its blood supply.
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer.
Thank you for lightening his mood. It's hard down there.
All right, NA.
Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
He gets close to the mouth hole, eyes and squinting from the stench.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs
Nice.
down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
Jesus Christ. Weird champ.
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system.
Back hunched, as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands.
Look inside the dead man's mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Look deeper inside.
It's hard. Once more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction. Your throat pumps a little something from your stomach and into your mouth. You're forced to swallow, just to keep looking. Inside, you see darkness. Just a mess of meat and darkness.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Why does saying an empire have a voice like that? Or is that the guy talking to me?
Hemorrhaging present in mucus.
Write down.
Hepatobiliary. NA.
Why don't we have any?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
The core stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust. I don't think so.
Neither am I.
And that's it?
That's it. Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there?
The completionist in me wonders if there's something we could still do.
We already have one test as per regulation, and we already requested semen.
Pigs requested semen like it's no big deal.
I'm not even interested in these boring mulkers anymore. I haven't sucked him off or anything.
True. Yeah, better leave it at that. More important.
Leave it NA, then. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
If you start for relief, approaching relief, this is the last field on the list. He looks around to the ground, the pool of feces there.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Write it down, keep the voila.
What's next on the list? I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
Alright. I can come back after night and I can get the body out. Should I save the point? Should I put it into like half-light so I can try to like talk to that guy down? Should I buy another slot?
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't.
Well, wasn't there two things I was supposed to do without Kim with me? It was this thing, and then was there another thing that was like, oh yeah, you should come back after nighttime? I think I got an objective for it. You know what body? Well, it's probably the boots. But I'm grabbing the
The
boots.
rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
I thought of you said you have ancient mysteries.
Oh yes, Kobo mi Lobo. In the gift horse's mouth. Tracts and wakes and waterways. Ancient materials buried.
Yeah, but to where, brother?
Just a small gulp away. Come back later, Kopo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features.
He said
If possible.
Kim didn't want to do the 3 thing, right? So
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into.
nice.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
I need to exchange this novelty check for cash.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
She rolls up the giant novelty check. Looks like she's seen it before and slips it under the counter.
Anything else I can do for you?
I don't work for them. It's just a little bribe.
Snow is quietly covering the numerous wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Wait, how hard?
Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes. It must have been pretty hard.
Did I do this?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
Looks like I had a lot of fun.
It really, really doesn't. Let's turn our attention elsewhere and move on.
This is the night.
Oh yeah, Renee is not here. Even though it's nighttime. I think we're just missing the I think we're just missing the whatchamacallit, the boots. But I mean, I guess I'll save before the day ends, so I can save scum if I need to. I don't think it was snowing this much before. Is this slowly turning into winter? But I feel like there was a thing that I was like, oh, I should come back and do this without, sorry, but I can't remember. Oh, maybe I should have done the Kuno thing without him too. I can read out the back wall apparently. I should go up and try this check again, I guess too, then know what it does. Maker check. This guy's not even sleeping there anymore, or maybe it's on that night. Maybe I should go. Oh, that store is closed now. Where was the warded door? I don't remember that. I don't remember the trash container either. Oh, I can retry the punch clock as well. Interesting.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
Press your against the
The
door.
leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
Use Manana's key to unlock the
You
door.
try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Well, buddy, you opened it. No need to go inside. It would be rude. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver.
Oh, of course I gotta go inside. I gotta see what they're dealing with here. Yoink. Also, be careful of clothes. Guests are staying over. A book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
What's with the sun?
This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle.
What's the sevenfold sun miracle?
It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag. It is but one of the many strange optic atmospheric phenomenon of this wondrous archipelago. You're sure you once saw sundogs in your youth, and blue flares.
Lieutenant, the old flag of the Suzerain Point?
Mm-hmm. The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
Bow down before the flag.
The lieutenant does not bow to the flag. It accepts your salute with quiet dignity. It is not my flag, he thinks. My flag is the signal blue of the zone of control.
I don't understand what I'm doing there. I'm just doing it to be the epic random. Preston spotless gleaming white shirt, the kind of salesmen wear at Sirius Intersolary offices, not yet piss-soaked or cum-stained. I like drama more than I like logic, I think. Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. Wah 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 wah.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
Tap on the mugs.
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures.
What do I mean uncomfortable?
The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much.
Oh no, I was being racist? Come on, it's just a bit of fun with a pinch of truth. People have the right to make fun of each other in a free world.
Of course, so very free.
They tend traditionalist things. 11% of people have that one.
The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Elon Musk responds, yes, exactly. Come on, guys, comedy is legal, right? We can do comedy again. Whip out your yellow man mug and compare.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
You really think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash?
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
I think I have 2 skill points now. Let's just go for maxing out Inland Empire.
Just an ordinary wall.
Double sixes.
Nothing to see here.
In the dim light, some things become clearer. Cindy's artistic impulses. Ooh.
Yeah. Why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall.
Oh, we were one off.
Why must we stop to look?
In before I have something that gives me conceptualization in here. Oh, I should have put this on before I tried. You should be doing this. Oh man. But if I put the shirt on, I can't retry, right?
Why does art inspire you so much?
It does, yes, but what is art?
Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Would I fit into the art world? I mean...
Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes. Disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too.
I guess I have been feeling critical lately.
Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made
Become the
manifest in
art
stuffy
cop.
biennials. We're talking real, living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
Wait, but I don't have to be 100% cop to get the case finished all the time.
Quit being so indecisive. What are you going for here? Some kind of indecisive and camp aesthetic now? Strike a bold shape here. Go art or go home.
God damn it, can I... Oh, I want to open this. What type of cops can I be? Hobo cop. Compressor. Cop of the Apocalypse. That one sounds great. I want to be a cop of the Apocalypse. Opioid receptor antagonist. I don't see that many other cops. Maybe I should be an art cop.
Exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street. You must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world.
I want a superstar apocalypse, sorry, boring, honor, art, hobo. I want to be apocalypse cop, but I don't know what the chances that I stumble into that accidentally.
Go ahead and provide savage criticism.
Yeah, I'm not sorry already, yeah.
The world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble. Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
You have a keen aesthetic sensibility.
Yeah. Why? It's a wall. And
Why must we stop to...
just an ordinary...
Should I get an actual art degree? It's another copper type, the worst one, the most savage and brutal, the art cop. Nothing is good enough for him, everything is shit. You have to employ an armada of adjectives to depict and demean the mediocrity of the works and visual institutions around you. Really flex that critical muscle until the vocabulary for punishing mediocrity becomes second nature. Here we go. Both-wise, it's really good. Yeah, I'll try it at least. I mean, I can always unlearn it if I don't think it's fun. But I can't be a art cop and another cop though, right? You can only be a sorry cop and another cop, I think. Oh wait, did I lose sorry cop? Oh no, this is a sorry cop, yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay, let me look at the things we can do here. We can have, oh, okay. I thought the art code specifically said like, oh yeah, you can beat this one with other ones, but not other ones. Dude, I don't know why this is happening. It's so frustrating that I have to manually scroll this and it's like lagging. Probably part of that stutter issue I'm having though. If I'm being real. Okay, let's start with the one I know is close by. Let's do the novelty note maker. 1 second. Hey guys, my glasses are ready. I'm gonna have glasses soon. Maybe. Glasses boy nerd, yeah. Well, I have to see. I don't necessarily need them for my computer that much. But I'm a little bit worried about the glasses and the headset. I don't know how it's gonna feel.
This orange machine is buzzing like a... You slip your finger. If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your...
Equip the pry bar.
Equip the pry bar. We'll see.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand crank like the ice squeak. You see the pry...
Yeah, well, that I have no idea.
Sooner or later. A few bricks have fallen. A thick layer of coal dust. This old fireplace, a diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The whole thing resembles Kadran.
I already looked at this. I'm just looking for where those checks are.
Your flashlight, some of the writing.
There's like a bunch of checks that I'm not sure where to go for. And I kind of want to do them because, like, we're about to go to bed anyway, so...
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
I would actually like a die. Anything that gives me bonus to shivers? Am I getting a negative to shivers? Let's look at that first. Yeah, what is happening with the menu right now? I'm gonna get +1 from my coat.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Aside from getting naked, you're not sure what else to do. The building holds no more answers for you.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Any curse dice and what's your most extraordinary die?
A star that fell from the firmament? Those... Yes, you definitely have the...
Pieces of lodestone were used as the first magnetic compass. That's a stone for leaders.
10 real, and I can get these ready in 8 hours. Maybe you have some other ideas for dyes? How about an amber dye? Hood, for 7 real, I'll craft you a 13-sided die from piece of amber with a fossilized insect. It's perfect for those. Maybe you have some other ideas for dyes? A normal dye? Polyhedral dye. Come on now. Be a little creative.
Let's get to the extraordinary die, I
A
guess.
star that fell. Yes.
Pieces of low. That's a
10 real, and I can get these. Great. See you in 8 hours then.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Cool.
So cool.
Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Oh, I got the super officer thing somehow too? Now that I hear superstar and law officer in the sentence, they sound weird together. Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bayi. Badass on-the-edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Action!
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Some kind of superstar. First, let's make this absolutely clear. No one is saying you're an actual superstar in the groupiest and cocaine riddled with hepatitis C strikes a line-esque post with a Mickey kind of way. You're not Guillermo Le Million or Davy Lewis. No, you're a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll authenticity and passion to a line of work where people don't expect or want to see it. Where some would say it doesn't belong, law enforcement. This is kind of like my character too. Maybe when I get another skill point, I'll unlock another one and we'll do Superstar Cop as well. Okay, I don't know where this guy's supposed to be in the bar. I don't know if he's there. This one we can't do because the bookstore is closed. The warded door is also the bookstore, I think. The barbell I'm not gonna try because that's gonna kill me. I don't know where the trash container is. Where is this trash container? Maybe I'll Google it.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't get it.
Look, the skis and rotorblades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
Well, the question is, which did they start with and which did they pivot to?
That's a good question.
What a strange leap of imagination, and yet they still failed. How sad.
Reality is ruthless.
First, got a filament memory. Ah. The cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hands. Its intricate structure covered in dust, silver tape on the side reads production schedule. Note: this filament contains information that can be read using a radio. But I need the memory for that, so the memory is downstairs in the freezer. I can't get into the freezer yet because I'm not strong enough. I think this is supposed to be the warded door, but I don't know whether the check is white, because I don't think I can actually interact with that door in that way anymore. Interact with this door. Jace, that is a duck shaking its ass. What are you talking about, man? How am I supposed to interact with that? You posted a picture of a duck shaking his ass. What do you want me to do with that thing, huh? You little pervert? Uh... Wait, is it just, it's just a regular trash container that's like behind this building? But I already interacted with that. I'm already inside this. Hello, Vera.
The trash container, the smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The container sounds a muffled gong.
Weird. So I don't think I can do this one again. Tommy, I can go try to talk to Tommy again. I can talk to Hardy. Gaston. We can do the clocks. Let's do those three, I guess.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
I'm gonna hit it with my best verse. Oh, it's conceptualization. I should put that other. We should put our other jacket on for this.
Now it's turning into a kind of.
Wait, there's something here, stored away in some dusty corner.
A mirror's
It starts
temperature.
like-
A mirror's temperature is always 0. It is ice in the veins. Its camera is an X-ray.
Whoa. What else?
Stay 5 art cop lines. 21% of players have that. It is a chalice held out to you in silent communion.
Silent communion. That's good.
Where gaspingly you partake of a shifting identity never your own.
Dang. That's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
Did you?
I'm just a vessel. I'm just a vessel for the muse.
Right. But really, no bullshit. That's great stuff. I sort of want to know if it's yours.
I think the words are mine.
Fucking hey. Seems I got you all wrong. Cops aren't much known for their artistic sensibilities these days. It's good to meet a fellow poet. Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here, so you don't really get it.
Hey man, cops are humans too.
Yeah, I guess I owe you an apology for thinking otherwise. And again, great shit.
You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words.
What? But I told you she's my friend. Please don't make me give her up, detective. Thank you, friend.
Can I can ask him without forcing him, but I don't know if that counts, like if he'll still break my trust. If he'll be like, hey, put yourself in my shoes. It doesn't say force though, right? So...
Now it's turning into what? But I told you she's my friend. Please don't make me give her up, detective. Get someone else. There's a ton of drivers here.
Like, this isn't making him, right? Does anyone know if this counts as forcing him too? Or is it only the one that explicitly says force Tommy? I wonder if this one's based on like our relationship. Like if he likes me, he'll be like, alright, sure. Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation too. It's important. I can't blow it.
You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Cause she's on the edge, man.
Imagine it. An explosion of stars.
Thank you, friend.
No idea. It doesn't matter. It didn't lead anywhere anyway.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
That Visa visitor, turns out he has one hell of a colonial mug collection.
Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
See how we're all busy concentrating on the racist mugs? That's what the ruling class wants. A man with such a funny mug collection can't be that bad. Try to just be consistently inconsistent.
Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work.
Still can't believe I succeeded at jumping down. That was a miracle.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic. The already familiar cold touch of plastic. Welcome. Your fingers run over the dial.
I got a bonus for hearing my name.
005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lammy. How may I help you?
What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lammy.
No, I meant, what is this place to me?
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Do you know me?
No.
Why did I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
My name is Harry Dubois. Do you have anything on my name?
Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Dubois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November '46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one.
What kind of film is that?
It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia. No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Main.
My name is Harry. Harry Duboisac. No, your name is Jace. LOL.
The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone.
Well, that was a waste of frickin' time. I think those guys in bed already because it's after 9 o'clock. Are you assuming my name? No. I literally have envelopes with your name on them, so I actually know exactly what your name is. Chase Toffolies.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
Leo, in the future, can we, I had some questions for you if that's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all, man.
Oh yeah, that's not anything to say. And Mr. Lacey is still here.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
I opened the door. You asked me. Can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
I may have gone inside and seen a collection of racist mugs.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Pissing on Everart's Rainbow Coalition. Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
The mug collection I mentioned was in the apartment. I found a similar mug in the trash with the hanged man's clothes.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best, helping people, with the power of politics.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
Sounds like David Mitchell. It sounds like the undead merchant from Dark Souls we found out. Let's have the tab open, let's see. It sounds like this guy.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
That guy. But this Weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this.
Spinning my ring? Spinning my ring, huh?
But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are neat freaks. If you don't mind me saying so, I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
Yeah, but that's bashing something with an imaginary baton. It's more to police work than whacking an imaginary baton.
Of course, Harry. I'm not a real police officer. You are.
That's all he's going to say on this subject.
I've heard about a connection between the lynchings and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
This guy's 40% more schnauzer.
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramoritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Hold on, you have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Wait, they move the container?
Yes. I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
Who is the homunculus on the bottom left? That character, the guy down there. Yes. There's a choice at the start of the game. There's a continuous choice, as you say, of looking at yourself in the mirror, and I've just not done it. And I think that's why my portrait is like that, because I don't know what I look like. The fun container. Oh, hello, Mortis. What's up? When I looked in the mirror, my character was like, "You don't want to see yourself in the mirror. You don't want to do it." But like my brain was like that. I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm not gonna see myself then."
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Wait, the whole neighborhood is on it?
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base.
Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly. They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
I know right work was really rough, but in none of the bad ways. Just like a good hard work day. I bet he was killed by whatever woman he was messing with, and they're just covering it up. Also, progress nice.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Yeah, my work day is about to end very soon. I'm gonna end work in like 10 minutes, 20 minutes or something.
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Oh, okay. Now it clicked for me. Gotcha.
Despite his boastful tone, he's having doubts about something.
Wait,
what?
Wait, I'm confused now what he was talking about earlier. I thought lawyer girl was the girl that he hasn't talked to, but is lawyer girl the gardener lady? Is that the conclusion I drew earlier? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, okay. Then who the hell was he talking about the union thing then?
Maybe he doesn't believe the boys really had it in them. They're his boys, after all.
I thought that was her, but that's not her. So who the hell is that then? You're sharing information with the police because you don't think they actually did it.
That's very clever, Harry. Yes, they might have said it just to impress some girls or something. But Titus has a bad temper, so the chances are 50-50.
How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry.
Harry?
These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company, after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
The name of the company is Krenol this time. It might have been Sediment before.
Of course. You're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me.
I'm really curious what girl we were talking about before if it wasn't the lawyer girl. You mentioned a lawyer girl.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Tell me about this Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Everett, I met these Hardys. Can you ask them to cooperate with me?
But of course. It's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Take it.
The lieutenant watches you pocket the banknote. He looks a little puzzled. How many micro bribes would this guy take?
Good boy. A real team player. Now, do you have any more questions?
Good talk, let's conclude for now.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Yet?
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
A man of the left. So you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
You're right not to trust me. I take care of me. I'm a hustler. I grind. I'm a money engineer. It's another corrupt scheme, isn't it? I'm neither left nor right. I do what my heart tells me to do.
What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it? Or do you think it wants to be found? I think it's lonely and cold. I think it wants to be found, and I have a proposal for you.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
Kim, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But he thinks it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
What are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth center in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
Where is this place exactly?
On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it.
He's
I
a
trust
good
your detective
socialist.
skills, Harry.
What happened to the current occupants?
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth center, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
I'm not vibing. I'm not gonna do this.
Perfectly acceptable. No one's gonna force you into anything, but I don't know about that gun of yours. You see, I'm a vengeful man, Harry. Part of how I got where I am is that, well, I can be quite nasty sometimes.
I'm not vibing with this guy. I don't want to. I have to keep doing favors for him.
But the good news is, the moment you change your mind and want to look into this matter, just tell me, and we'll be buddies again.
The lieutenant's eyes meet yours, and he shrugs. Okay, fine.
See you.
I don't vibe. I don't vibe with this guy. I don't like him asking me for favors all the time. It's one favor after another with this feller. Look, something forgotten on the coffee table. What? I don't see anything forgotten on the coffee table. Is this the coffee table? There's something here. The game lied to me. Okay, I'm gonna... He's just trying to help you find your gun. No, he isn't. I needed the one favor from him, but I don't need it anymore. It would really suck to not have a gun.
Arresting control. Marsh. On. Arrête. Off.
Press march.
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Okay.
And, with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
What's inside the container?
Who can say? All you know is, it's special.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Hey, I just wanted to see what was up.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
Maybe, I can't tell. I think we should investigate further.
You do? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
I don't know, Kim. It just feels special.
It's a cargo container, Detective. Just like all the others. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
Knock on the
No
door.
reply.
Open the door.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Persuade the door to open. +1 erratic yet thoughtful. +1 been in the world for 2 days. +1 isohedral die set sirens. Can I get... If I get a plus to rhetoric... I would need... I currently have a +5. With a +6, we succeed on the same. So getting a +1 bonus does nothing. Double sixes.
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical wasn't an option.
Because what wasn't an option?
Using my body or my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, Detective. You can do that after hours.
God damn it, I'm gonna get this door open. One way or another.
This is the night.
Alright, I'm gonna get back to the whirling in rags, whatever it's called. And then we're gonna call it for this first successful morning stream. When we return, we're gonna have Kim go into his bedroom, and then we're gonna go steal those boots. And I guess we can talk to some people here too.
You see a heavy steel, the cobalt.
I think I'm gonna go look in the vault to see like who he was actually talking to. Oh, that reminds me, I need to upload my goddamn VODs too. Oh god. I completely forgot. Alright, video gamers. Thank you all so much for your time. Everyone had a fantastic video gaming time. This is possibly our new stream time for you know, the foreseeable future. This seemed like a fairly successful time for me at least. So I look forward to, with the exception of the week I took off 2 weeks ago. This is like my first Tuesday evening free for like 5 years. So. Unironically, every Tuesday evening I've been streaming, just about. With like a couple of exceptions there and there. No, fuck you, thank you. No, fuck you, thank you, asshole. You are loved, bitch. No, you are loved. But yeah, I guess for anyone that didn't catch it, thanks for 10 minutes entertainment. Best 20 minutes of my life. You're very welcome, Otis. For people that didn't catch it, I'm trying out a new schedule. I'm gonna be streaming in the mornings rather than evenings on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So this is pretty much where we're at. I don't think I know anyone that streams at this time though. So we might have to find some new people to raid, but that's a bridge we'll cross eventually, I guess. If we decide that this is gonna be our new fantastic stream time, ruining my productivity, hey. Maybe I'll play some boring games in the future. Who knows? Isn't these types of games the perfect for productivity though? They're like just engaging enough that they're worth watching, but not engaging enough that you need to like look at the monitor like this 24/7. But yeah, I'll be back regular time, possibly new regular time. I haven't committed to the schedule yet. On Thursday at 10:00 North time, 10 a.m. GMT +2. The schedule is on there in the local time zones. Thanks for streaming. No, thank you for the stream. Usually I started working Logan 20 minutes ago, so Logan is a little bit restless, but that's just how it's gonna be, possibly. I gotta go walk a dog. I'll see you all around. Hope you're having a fantastic time. Keep fighting files and all that good stuff. And if you're new, feel free to follow the stream on the Discord. More Discord Elysium coming up in a couple of days. Bye bye.